Hi, welcome to Cubs and Culture for June 11th, 2018. Cubs had as big of a win in June as it could possibly be. They beat the Brewers 7-2. Well, other than Baez striking out on 3 pitches, one of which was eye level. Yeah, everyone had a very good game. Baez also walked, which was a little bit weird, later on. In any case, Quintana gave up a couple of runs, but quality start. That's just regression to the mean. He blanked the Brewers for 26 innings before he gave up a run. So that's literally just regression to the mean. 26 innings of no run ball over the last several starts against the Brewers is just incredible. The best news, both for the short term because of the amount of pitches they used, and then sort of the long term is the Brewers are very aggressive, and with their bullpen, and their bullpen is actually probably the best part of their team overall. And there's these two guys, Hader and Knebel. Hader is getting Cy Young talk already, because he's been absolutely lights out. And then there's this other guy named Knebel. Here's the thing: the Brewers have only won one game against the Cubs this year. They're in first place, etc. Craig Counsell is in general very aggressive with his bullpen. I'm sure he felt that as much of a June game must be a must-win. He must have felt that about this game. He ended up using both Hader and Knebel. Both of them threw about 35 pitches, which means they're probably not available tomorrow. And in any case, so that's the micro, or the more important recent stuff. But the more sort of confidence building is Hader and Knebel, and Hader especially is a very, very tough pitcher against everyone. And the Cubs were able to scrape together one run against him to tie the game, which set up the 11th inning a rally, which they then put a 5 spot on, which is absolutely great. In terms of confidence, in terms of getting people okay with the facing tougher pitching, etc., etc., etc. So this was a really good win. And then the other thing is, actual fact, Madden did not use a lot of. He was not very aggressive with his bullpen. He used Strop and Wilson, which are two of the better relievers. But after that, it was Rosario and Bass and a whole bunch of other people. Not Morrow, not Cishek. So the bullpen lines up very good for us tomorrow. And it's not very good for the Brewers. The other thing is, the Brewers, given how good their bullpen is, taking a lead into the 6th inning. So they have a lead in the 6th inning. This season so far, they have been winning 96% of the time. That's how good their bullpen is. And so that the Cubs were able to dent it tonight is not only good for tomorrow, it's a totally great bit of work. Hopefully people will start getting locked in again, and the risk number will start correcting, etc. So that's going to be it for Cubs and Culture. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cubs win a very big game. As big of a game can be in June, they've just won. The other thing is, even if they lose the 2 games, the tomorrow and the next day, they'll basically just be a game and a half out, as opposed to 3 games out. So given the location, given everything, given the location and the schedule and everything like that, the thing the Cubs could not do this weekend is get swept by the Brewers. They avoided that tonight. So they got 2 more bites at the apple to actually win this series, which would put them a game up on the Brewers, etc., etc., etc. This was a very good night. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.